Hi everyone, in this video we're going to go through each of the pieces of equipment that we use in our training at the Academy. So we have various pieces that we use in Thai boxing, and I'll go through each one of them and show how we would hold them and how we might use them in our particular training sessions, particular drills or strikes that we perform. Let's start with the focus mitts. Focus mitts generally we keep to hands and elbows, maybe go as far as elbows with them, but certainly these are more used to hands. If we were using them with young kids, we would also use these for kicks and knees. For adults, no. Stick to the hands. Okay. Now, we've got here, now there's various types. These ones have just got a thing we can slip in here. We've got our Velcro at the back here. So I'll just get Grant to pop these on. Now, when you're putting pads on, guys, or the focus mitts on here, forearm pads, focus mitts, although sometimes it's tempting not to do up all the straps, just stuff your hands in there and just use one strap, it pays to use both because it's going to increase the life of the actual pad, forearm pad or focus mitt itself. There's less strain put on the straps if there's more than one used here. Now also see, I'm helping Grant here put his second one on because it's a little bit difficult for him. He's got this thing stuck on one end, stick his second one on. So yeah, help him put them on. This will be able to move into the drills a lot quicker. Now, so here's our focus mitts. Generally the pads are held in preparation for punching here when he's calling a shot at around about a sort of a 30-degree angle here to the vertical, about 45 to the front. It's a good position, rather than being flat. You can pull them back flat if you want, if you're going to take a hard right, but generally this is a good position to have them there. However, when we are doing combinations and drawing combinations, we want to start with the pads here, on the midsection and on the chest. That's because if they could, this is just sitting up here, I might as well go and punch a bag or a dummy, because it's just asking me to hit something. When I place them down here, now I get the idea that when they're presented, a target appears. So I can work on my timing. Now also, when this is done, my opponent should be back here. Now the point is that we should be back out of range. So I've got my distance here. Now I'm going to wait for him to come to range. So he steps forward, presents the target. Now, I'm working on my timing, I'm working on my recognition of distance. So for instance, if I was just standing here in range, he lifts the target, sure, it's working on the timing. Again, he pops it down here, it's working on the timing here. But it's not really telling me anything about distance. So he goes out of range. Now he steps and lifts. There's the target coming to range here like that. All right? Here, steps in. There's the target coming to range. Okay. So you get this idea, stepping in and out of range. Now the other thing, of course, he wants to be doing is changing. Don't just walk in and stay in one spot. So here, when he comes in here like this, he moves on angle. I'm moving over here. He might come over here. See here? He lifts the target again. Comes across. Target steps in. So he's stepping in, presenting the target. Now, what hits what? Okay. Some trainers, coaches, they will take the left on their left and the right on their right. Okay. Others, this is the one I favour, I take the left and the right on the right hand. My reasoning here is simply, I want to get used to following a particular spot with the left and the right. I don't want to be crossing over too much like this, because often we want to remember we fight how we train. So I'm specifically targeting here like this, I'm always going for that same spot. The other pad we use for the left hook. What happens here, for instance, I come off a right hand and I go to my left hook. So it comes through here, he just brings it across for me, hits it into the pad here like that. Off. Now, the pad man also, just give it a little as you're hitting, like that. So as I throw the left, he just pops it on a bit here. So it just pops forward. Not too much, just pops on a little, just here like that. Just gives it a little bit of resistance so we get that idea. When we hit, we bite it in to drive through, driving through that target. By doing this here, we get this little bit of explosiveness in the arm because it's needed, because the hand's coming at it just to bite and go in. Same with the left hook. If I come here, so if I come off my right, stick in, and it just brings it down onto it here. Okay. Now the uppercut I also do with this hand here, so depending on the level of the uppercut, he's either going to hold it high here like this, a little bit lower, perhaps here like this, is going to determine where I go for that uppercut. So depending on the height that he holds the pad. So the straights, usually right hand, 1, 2 here like this. The hooks, if it's my left hook, it's going to his left hand. If it's my right hook, or overhand right, it's going over here to the right hand. The uppercut, I'm coming straight up underneath here. Both of them, I'm doing the same one, here like that. Again, so here and here, the uppercut. The body shot, here. I'm working to the body. Now, here, I'm just going to add in another piece of equipment here that we're going to move on to, and that's our belly pad. Now, generally speaking, how we put a belly pad, if I was putting this on myself, I put it on backwards, it's here, bring the strap around, up, in this case I've got a Velcro one, some have just buckles to here, and then I just pull it around. It's a nice simple way to do it. And here we are here. Okay. Now, when we go for body shots, it pays to also wear one of these. Have a slap this here on. Grant. Right there, sit. There we go. Brings it round. There we go. As I say, he'll put it on himself anyway. Now, body shots, we're coming in from here. Now, this is not always going to stop it here, so you're going to have the pads here like this, reinforcing each other like that. That's called the shot here. So now you see it bury in here like that as it's coming in. It's bury into the side. It goes to the other side, of course, puts the other hand here. Notice how it's the same side hand as the one that I'm targeting. You see how it comes down the side here like this. This one braces it underneath here like that. It's off. It braces over top, I should say here. So it's bracing it on top just to get that bracing over here. Okay. Right. So that's your focus mitts. I should also cover the elbows here too. I'll do a diagonal down my elbows. This is here. Notice with this here how we angle the pad a little more outwards. You see as I come in. So again, it's pushing into the pad, pushing in. Here like that. Pushing in, pushing in. Again, we can do this with forearm pads as well, which we're going to move on to soon. So that there generally is the use of your focus mitts. Now, during your drills, you're also going to be punching with them. For instance, he throws a jab here, like this, you see, like that. And then we'll be throwing punches back. Now, one of the drills you see often we do here, like this, is round here, is returning the jab. You see he throws a jab, so I'm here, like this to throw the jab. In that case, you're going to hold the pad just on the shoulder here. Don't hold it up against your face, or you're going to wear it like that. You're going to hold it here. So now, see, he throws a shot here, I'm straight back, along like that. So here, 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 here. So it gets me that fast reaction time through there. If I was going to throw the right, of course, I tap it here and it pulls the hand back over here to come back through. But these are drills that we cover later in one of our multi training courses, but just showing you how to hold the pads at this point. There we have it, alright, so we have it up here, here for your left on the right, unless you want to go for the crossover method, entirely up to you. We have it out the side here for your hooks. If I'm doing, of course, a right hook, then I'll come over to the side. And with your uppercuts, generally thrown to the same one here. Sometimes you might, for the right crossover, here like this too. It's not incorrect, it's just that there's usually a preference. And of course for the elbows, holding the pads out, here, into here, to there. Your body shots, underneath, here, walk around and braced, and the other side, braced to here. Let's move on now. We'll just look at the belly pad first, of how I would incorporate that into the training. Right? So she's got it here. This is what we were using for probe kicks usually, or rear front kicks. So here again, once again, we don't just want him standing there, so I'm just kicking like this. No, that's not the point. I want to work on the fact that he's going to be moving in and out. Right? So he steps in and I punch him off. He steps in, punch him off. Again, punch him off. Like that. The rear front kick, of course, same thing. He sits here and punched in, here like this. Punched in. Again, probe. Again, probe. Like that. Using that belly pad, he's stepping in, stepping out. Okay. Now another thing you want to do with your focus mitts is you want to test the opponent's defense, or your training partner's defense. So whenever you're working, whatever you're working, in your drills and your training here like that, as you're working through them and you start to develop the basic technique, then you're incorporating your timing and your distance into the training, how you're using your pads, then you want to also incorporate testing your partner's defense. Okay. So what we're doing here is, say for instance, I throw the jab here like this, Grant throws straight over back with his left. I want to be able to quickly come up with my defense. So it's here, I throw a jab, cover. Or jab, cover. You like that. So he gets used to this idea of always coming in, jab, cover here. Or he might come back with his right as well. For instance, I go jab, cover here, and cover here. So again, I go jab, cover. You like this. Or I might have done a left-right. Same thing. I go left-right, cover, cover. You like this. Or left, right, cover, like that. Okay, depending on what method of defense is familiar with you and what you feel like doing. Always coming back with the cover. Okay. So once you start doing that, you really start to getting some value out of your training. You're not just punching a pad. You're getting your timing, you're getting your distance, and you're getting the awareness of defense as soon as you're finished.